Whether you're a mother yet or you know you'll become a mother someday, please listen attentively. Today, I want to tell you that you need to be careful how you post your children. Now, the first thing I want you to know, number one, is that this has nothing to do with witchcraft or demonic people or bad people or village people. Actually not. I'm not here for that, because we are seated far above principalities and powers. They can't touch you. They can't touch your children. Let's settle that, right? This is going to be hard, so I'm going to hold your hand to tell you this. The second thing I want you to know is that pedophiles use pictures and videos of children to masturbate. It is hard to conceive, it is hard to comprehend. But let me tell you something that recently happened in 2023 into 2024. There's a particular young mother on TikTok who always posts her baby eating. And she would always get saves and likes and comments, but more saves. I mean, like 1 million saves. But she was not aware what was happening until she posted a video of her daughter licking, lolly. And that particular video had 300 million saves. And the majority were men. Apparently, somebody now came out to say that he uses that lady's daughter's videos to feel good at night. Meanwhile, the lady is making money off her child's innocence. This is why you must be careful how you post your children. I'm going to tell you more. Just cool down. She didn't stop. Apparently, she kept posting her child, until the authorities took her child from her. Because once she noticed that the one of her child licking something, she started giving her child more things to lick, like lollipop, licking like whoa, 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 and men were saving those videos. Now, the one I saw this year the most were vacation pictures. Families going on vacation and people are posting their kids wearing swimming trunks and everything. Let me tell you, whether you have a girl child or a boy child, pedophiles are now everything they can trans into. So they are using your children's picture to feel good. I saw a family that I know, they went on vacation and the daughters are quite big. So they wore swimming suits and they were swimming at the beach. Even I, as a woman, I thought to myself, the V is showing like this. The camel toe of the 9-year-old or 8-year-old was showing. I'm like, because when you post your kids, you don't know the one that will set them up for a life of hiding. And a popular family in America, the youngest child shared that she wished she was never famous. Now, their family owns a reality TV show, the biggest ever. But one of the children said that she wished she was not a part of that reality show. But of course, they didn't know because they started filming her from when she was young till she grew into a teenager and now into an adult. And you can tell that the attention that she got when she wasn't ready for it is still taking a toll on her, even as an adult. So we have to be careful not to join just anybody because content, what my baby ate, what my baby drank, what my baby is doing, what my baby is not doing. You have to be careful. I say a lot of mothers in our generation, your children will spit on you when you are old because you are invading their privacy to get clicks, likes, and follows. When you grow old, none of your viewers are going to come to your rescue. It is your children who will either throw you into a nursing home or look after you and pamper you. I've shared the story how I struggled with dyslexia for years until I got my healing. And all those years of struggling with dyslexia, my mom never told anybody that these are the struggles of my child. My child is Olodo and all that. Because now I see a lot of people say, oh, my son has dyslexia. My son has autism. My this has that. You have to be very careful because a lot of them don't want their issues out there. I'm telling you, when I moved to the UK, I went to see one very influential woman who I knew, right? But she works with my husband, so I went to see her. And I got to her house, I saw that she had 5 grown-up kids. Now, out of her 5 grown-up kids, only 2 of them came to say hello to me. And the other 3 were just in their room doing whatever they wanted to do. And she told me that this is the reason why she doesn't post her kids, that she understands that not all of them will want the fame that she has. Very famous, very wealthy. She understands that not all of them will want the fame. So when she was younger, the Lord told her to watch who is who and who has the passion for what before she brings them out into the public, because a lot of them want to live private lives, want to go to the bank and work at the bank and go back home. Not my mother is a celebrity, my auntie is a YouTuber, my uncle is this. So we have to be very careful. I remember then when I post with some kids I know, they'll be asking me, how many likes do our posts have? Like, children feed off of other people's energy. So when people like them, they are happy. When people don't, what do? They go right into depression. So be careful not to use your children for clickbait. Very important. The third thing is, make sure you are not the reason your child gets molested. When you keep posting things of your child in their candid situation, maybe when they're crossing their leg on the couch and whatever, people are looking. When those kinds of people visit you, all they need with your child is 5 minutes, and your child will never be the same again. So you don't want them to have an idea of who your child is, your child's personality, that they like biscuits, that your child likes Cocoa Pops, because they will just give your child that thing your child likes, and that is it. I remember them when I was in uni. We were talking about 6 other females, plus myself. All of them had an experience of one close family member who almost took advantage of them or took advantage of them, because it's very rampant. And of course, you don't want to be the reason why your child gets molested. Oh, that uncle is a nice uncle. He's my cousin's brother's son. Let him come and stay with us. 2 days and your daughter is gone. 2 days and your son is gone. Gone for life. So let's be careful about who we allow around our kids' environment. If you can remember your childhood, you know that it was not strangers who took advantage of your space, who took advantage of your privacy. It's people you know. And you can't come and say, this person that we all know and love did this to me. So you keep that and you grow old with the pain, with the anger, with the hurt. Don't do that to your kids, all right? If the generation before ours did it to us, let's not do that to our kids. So don't just leave anybody that you know with your children and say, I know her. We go to the same church. We go to the same school. We go to the same that. Nobody can love your child more than you love them. Act like you are insane. Act like you're paranoid when it comes to your kids. Be watchful of everything, because one eye off and you are gone. One of my homegirls was saying that it was her mother's backup artist that took her innocence. Backup artist. Yes. That the mother would just say, please, my daughter has closed from school, please go and pick her. And as they are picking your daughter, dropping her off, they are not dropping off the same person that you dropped off in the morning. So go and pick them by yourself. At my son's school, they said we can put 5 people to pick my son up from school. Bro, now only me at 24 face day, no worry. Be very careful. Don't say, that one auntie in church that likes my child and one uncle in church. It was a Christian school. They found out one of the teachers was molesting the children. If you see the teacher praying in the Holy Ghost, when they locked him up, nobody came to his rescue, because you can't dent God's name and go scot-free and now do it to God's children. So you don't know who is who. The only person you can account for is yourself. The only person I can really account for is myself. So if I'm looking at them, watching them is fine. I always say I'd rather be broke and have children that are sane, grow up with the purity of God, than be wealthy, but I throw them at this childminder's house, this other person's house, and when they grow up, they can't even stand me. I can't stand them. We reek to each other. Because I'm like, why are you so self-centered, selfish, self? I raised them to be that way. Your children are not stubborn by chance. They are not self-centered by chance. It is your raising. It is your fault. So let's decide now that we're going to be careful. Our children are not for clickbaits. If we want to post them, it's not because we want because let me tell you, when my son was younger, he was cuter, he was chubbier, he was everything. If I was feeding off from post of then, now that he's running up and down, he doesn't even look at camera, he can't even sit still again. I won't have clicks, I won't have anything. And people will move on to the newest, chubbiest, cutest babies. So be careful not to post even their thighs. I don't care their gender. I don't care. One of my favorite rappers shared that it was his mother's best friend who took his innocence at age, 6 or so. Boy, he was a boy. So people think it's only girl children we should protect. Big lie. Protect your sons, protect your daughters. All right. And I pray that the Lord will give you wisdom to do the right thing at the right time. Preserve them, pray for them, cover them, shield them from every plan of the enemy. Have a wonderful day and tell me what you have learned new and tell me your opinions about raising children. I want to actually hear from my YouTube community. What are the things you're not going to do with your kids? And what are the things you are planning to do? I, for one, I said Bible study every day is a must. Not once in a week, not once in a month. Every day Bible study. I said communion. I said, only worship songs. All those songs, they A, B, C, D. My own, we use worship songs to learn words. So there are many, many Christian songs that your child can learn because you want them to have a spirit of God on their inside. Have a wonderful day. I will see you on the other side of joy. Remain blessed, remain beautiful. I love you with the love of God. Tell me where you're watching from. Bye-bye.